The Young and the Restless is hinting at some unfinished business between Lucy and Faith, and we're about to find out what it is. Meanwhile, over on The Bold and the Beautiful, crew Morrow is grabbing more screen time, along with other stars making their appearances. So watch till the end to find out all about it.
Hey everyone, welcome to TrendStreet.
Faith Newman's summer has been anything but the carefree break she probably imagined. Every time she sets foot back in Genoa City, chaos seems to follow her like a dark cloud. This summer, however, took the cake. It all started when Moses decided to break up with her, and then she had to cancel her trip to Europe with her friends to stay home and support her spiraling mom. Plus, then came Lucy, who seems to bring nothing but trouble wherever she goes. She's been obsessing over Faith from the moment she came back, trying to fit in with the cool kids. And with everything that happened recently, poor Faith is stuck overthinking every single thing, and who can blame her? In the September 6th episode of The Young and the Restless, we saw Faith burdened with guilt, apologizing to Nick for all the worries and troubles she's caused the family. If you remember, she once too drove drunk, crashed her car, and ended up needing a kidney transplant. Then she got kidnapped, and now, she crashed her car again, but this time, she was sober. So she kept overthinking about it, like it was all her fault, but Nick, being the best supportive dad ever, pointed out that only the first incident was her fault. The rest? Just bad luck. But here's the thing, does Faith really believe that, or is there something else we don't know about? Faith's been through more trauma than most people could handle in a lifetime, and it's starting to show. Things like this have been happening to her since she was just a baby. She might not remember when Adam kidnapped her as a baby and handed her off as Ashley's newborn, but we all know, that kind of thing leaves scars. Maybe not visible ones, but the kind that messes with your head years later. And when Faith eventually found out about that little baby swapping incident, it's no wonder she hit the bottle, got behind the wheel, and ended up needing a kidney from the same guy who started all this mess, Adam. That's the kind of stuff that could mess anyone up for life, but in Genoa City, that was just a warm-up round. Getting kidnapped by Cameron last year was another layer of trauma that Faith didn't ask for. And we totally agree with Nick, none of it was her fault. She was just at the wrong place at the wrong time. And honestly, when Faith got into her latest car accident, she was just trying to help Lucy out. So, why does Faith keep blaming herself for things that clearly weren't her fault? It makes you wonder, what exactly has Faith learned from growing up as a Newman? And let us tell you, not the best lessons. The Newmans have always been a hot mess. They're constantly at each other's throats, someone's always giving someone else the silent treatment, and don't even get me started on Victor. The man made a career out of firing his beloved family, or pulling some stunt so awful that they quit in a dramatic way. Nick's done it, Victoria's done it, and Adam's definitely done it. Even Nikki's turned her back on Victor a time or two. So, what brings them back to the family fold every time? You guessed it, medical emergencies. Nick forgave Victor when he had a heart attack. Victor forgave Victoria when she got stabbed. And Adam? Well, Faith's kidney crisis earned him a tiny piece of forgiveness. See the toxic pattern here? Faith has learned that in the Newman family, love only shows up when you're in a hospital bed. And forgiveness? It's a gift you get when you've been through the ringer, so naturally, she's okay with taking the blame for all her misfortunes. It's like the only way to get her family's attention is through a crisis, and the only way to feel loved is to keep reminding everyone about it. Plus, with Sharon's history with mental issues, what if Faith goes through it too? Could it be affecting her mentally? But as if Faith didn't have enough on her plate, Lucy's back, and she's ready for a heart-to-heart. According to Y and her spoilers, Lucy will be sharing scenes with Faith in the September 11th episode. Now, what could Lucy possibly have to say after messing up not once, but twice? Especially when she knows exactly what happened to Cassie, and that Sharon would rather she stay far, far away from Faith? Is Lucy there to ask for forgiveness, or is she still desperate for Faith's approval? That's the big question. We could speculate all day, but here's a theory, Lucy might be showing up with more than just an apology. Maybe she's just trying to patch things up, because she genuinely values Faith's friendship. Or, she might be playing on Faith's vulnerabilities, using her guilt to manipulate the situation in her favor. Maybe she's seeking some kind of redemption in Faith's eyes, not just for past mistakes, but for something bigger that's yet to come. After all, Genoa City is never short on drama. Whatever Lucy's reasons, one thing's for sure, Faith and Lucy's story is far from over, and neither is the drama that follows her. Y in her spoiler also says that Lyndon Asby is back as Cameron to haunt Sharon, who is really unstable right now. And what are the odds that it's the same episode that Lucy talks to Faith? Definitely doesn't feel like a coincidence. Could Sharon jump on Lucy for coming near Faith? We'll just have to wait and see. And how are we feeling about Summer and Chance's romance? These two are totally head over heels for each other, and honestly, who can blame them? According to Summer, Chance is the best thing that's ever happened to her, and we're here for it. He's got this calming effect on her, and let's be real, she's been a lot less stuck up and stubborn since he came into the picture. It's like Chance has unlocked a whole new side of Summer, and we're loving this glow up. But let's not get too comfortable. Connor Floyd, the actor who brings Chance to life, isn't exactly a full-time regular on the show. With him on a recurring status, there's always that little voice in the back of our minds whispering, what if? What if Y&R decides to sideline Chance and throws Summer back into Kyle's orbit? We've noticed Kyle stealing glances at Summer more and more these days. And with all the bad blood between them pretty much cleared up, who's to say those old sparks won't reignite? Now, we're not saying Summer's going to run back to Kyle, especially when Chance is looking at her like she's the only woman in the world. Seriously, the way he looks at her is giving us butterflies too. But with Chance's screen time potentially getting cut, will Kyle seize the opportunity to make a move? Could we be on the brink of a brand new love triangle? We've seen this play out before. 1 minute, everything's perfect, and the next, the rug pulled out from under us. So, while we're all rooting for Summer and Chance to keep the love alive, we can't help but wonder, is Kyle about to stir things up again? Only time will tell. Over to Bold and the Beautiful, crew J. Morrow is back on our screens as Will Spencer, and we are here for it. His debut as Will was nothing short of perfect, and fans are already loving this new addition. Last time we saw Will, he wasn't exactly thrilled about his dad, Bill's new family living at his house without a heads up. But things have changed now. Luna isn't Bill's biological daughter, instead she turned out to be a serial killer and a total psychopath. That's got to be a relief for Will, right? At least he's dodged that bullet. So, mark your calendars because you can catch Morrow back on the B and B screen on Wednesday, September 11th. He's going to be sharing scenes with his on-screen parents, Katie Logan and Bill Spencer, and let's not forget his big brother Liam Spencer, played by Scott Clifton. Jennifer Gary's is also coming back as Donna Logan on the September 10th episode, along with Cindy Forrester, played by Delon DeMetz. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments down below.
Thank you for checking this video out. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for new videos every day. Turn that bell notification on if you want to hear from us, and comment down below if you've subscribed, and we'll make sure to reply and thank as many of you as we possibly can.